What's your Tyler's back with the Retro Reviews here on Tyler's Retro Reviews with WCW Fall Brawl 1993. Yeah. Let's talk about this. Um, as you know, I did Halloween Havoc 2 years ago from this time period, and, yeah. September 19th at the Astro Arena in Houston, Texas. This was the first Fall Brawl pay-per-view. Um, this was not bad, but yeah. So this is gonna be a little busy month because we have this one and three others I already talked about last month, but still. Um, let's talk about this pay per view. And yeah. With the first match for the WCW World Television Championship. Lord Steven Regal defeats Ricky Steamboat to win the television championship in a pretty good match. And yeah, it was a really good match, but Regal, he does this German suplex and this hurt his neck. And how the fuck do you broke your own neck? Well, I guess here. Still, 7 out of 10 I'll give it. And yeah. And then we get Charlie North defeating Big Sky. Why was this on the card? A 3, I'm just getting on. This is just nothing. Anyways, then Tuco Scorpio and Marcus Bagwell defeats the Equalizer and Paul Orndorff. This was a decent match. Decent is all I have to say, really. That's 6.5 out of 10 I'll give it. And there's that. Anyways, then Ice Train defeats Shango and Pierce, who I believe it was one of the Henry O'Gowan from the Future Godwins or something like that. Or again, why was this on pay-per-view? 2, I'll give it. I'll be generous with that. Um, and there's that. Now, I almost forgot to mention this before this, but this was around the time WCW were started doing TV tapings with Disney, and this led to a little controversy with the NWA, which I'll talk about this right now. They, in the TV tapings, the Horsemen were the unified tag titles, and Ric Flair was the NWA World Champion, and this caused a lot of controversy with them because they changed their belts without mentioning it, and as a result of that, Ric Flair kept the big gold belt, but the Arn Anderson and Paul Roma were still going to be called the WCW tag titles, but that's basically why I have to talk about that right now. And also around the time, Vader has to be called Vader, not Big Fan Vader, but still. I had to point that out. So there's that. So now we get to this match for the WCW Tag Team Championships. The Nasty Boys defeats Arn Anderson and Paul Roma to win the WCW Tag Team titles. Why was this match 23 minutes? I mean, the match was good, don't get me wrong, but why the fuck was it 23 minutes? I mean, it was still a good match, still, but I give it a 6.5 out of 10 also, but still. And yeah. Then, now, this was the on-off feud between Vader and Cactus Jack, which, if you know where it led to, you obviously know. But then, let me talk about this, because this is just so weird. So Cactus Jack was out of action because Vader took him out. This led to the weird Lost in Cleveland segments, and if you know, you know about those. And this led to Cactus Jack coming back at Clash of the Champions to take down Vader, and this led to, this match, this because Cactus Jack had to sack with him, or something like that. And, Harley Race took that sack, and this led to this match between Cactus Jack defeating Yoshihiro Kwang. This match lasted 3 fucking minutes. Couldn't you add more time to this match? I mean, it was a decent match for 3 minutes, but still. This led to, Vader versus Cactus Jack at Halloween Havoc. If you know, you know, I did that like 2 years ago. On this channel, at least. A 4 out of 10 I'll give it. It could have been better. Anyways, next up is for the WCW International World Heavyweight Championship, but this was before that, because we all know, I said that before. But it was technically for that. Rick Rude defeats Ric Flair to win the International World Heavyweight Championship. This was actually a good match. Probably the best match on this show. But my issue is, this lasted 30 fucking minutes. But still, Rude won by cheating, and, the rematch happened at Havoc, which, you know. A 7.5 out of 10 I'll give it. And then, the main event. The annual War Games match. Now, the original, advertisement for this match was supposed to be, the heel team was the same, really. It was Vader, Sid Vicious, and Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray. However, on the babyface side, it was supposed to be Sting, British Bulldog, Ric Flair, and Road Warrior Hawk, but then Flair fought Rude on this show. I think the U.S. title decided it was supposed to be this, but then I guess why they didn't do that still. But so the face I have now is going to be Sting, British Bulldog, Dustin Rhodes, and Road Warrior Hawk, but Hawk was out with injury. And we don't know where it's going to lead to. We obviously know what it's going to lead to. The famous / hilarious / infamous moment at Clash of Champions. That same one where Cactus Jack attacked Vader after that. The fucking Shockmaster. Oh god. Where he fell through the fucking wall. And Bulldog's reaction to that was he fell on his fucking ass. You know, he fell face first, though, but still. Yeah! The War Games match of Sting, the British Bulldog, Dustin Rhodes, and the Shockmaster defeat Sid, Vader, and Harlem Heat. Yeah! Might be the bottom tier of War Games matches. Although it's not as bad as the 2001. That one with the Triple Cage in it. Watch my top 10 worst WCW matches. That was number 2. Yeah, it was number 2. And they had the fucking Shockmaster get the victory for the team by making Booker T submit to a bear hug. Well, at least it was a War Games match, so there's one positive about this besides outside of that, but I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah. I mean, all 4 guys, at least, all 8 of these 2 teams at least tried, but this was really a short-ass War Games match. And that was Fall Brawl 1993. Overall, it was a decent show. It's actually better than the 94 one. Let's just be here. That was boring as hell. Yeah. 6 out of 10 I'll give it. Yeah. So, next week we're going back to 2005 TNA with You Always Are Unbreakable with the famous 3-way for the X Division title. And tomorrow will be my SmackDown review, and then Saturday to do the Minecraft movie review, which that will also be on my main channel, as well as the Barnyard video game review also. And there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel notification, as well as my main channel also, so there's that. And there. Bye-bye. And next week we TNA Unbreakable 2005 also, so there's that. Bye-bye.